you got Sadie with the whole Crimson Reverend. You got Captain Marcus Gray, with the Ferret's Revenge. You got, there's a couple of newbie characters. Even they have their own ship. Like, there's one character in there. Was it Zerka? She's actually with another character as a partner named Johnny Diamonds, who pilots a ship called the Lady Luck, I believe. And, it's basically just everybody kind of gets together and goes out and goes, all right, let's all steal as much as we can, because if you can steal a lot on your own, and you can steal a lot on your own, and I can steal a lot on my own, if we all get together, we can steal a whole shitload more. Now, we've got to go to the new light side faction, man. I'm going to leave this one in your capable hands.
The Rogue Jedi Order, which is actually, I want to say, the third time we've had one. I know we've had at least two.
Yep.
We have one in the Hall of Fame itself.
It looks really, really good.
Who designed it?
Now, if memory serves, I do believe that it was a very, very, very gorgeous girl by the name of Sophie Maurow.
Oh, wow. This actually looks...
That's right. That's right. It was designed by the one and only hosts of our Love Line segment.
Have we ever had colors like this before?
I don't think so, man, but it looks badass. Dude, all these greens and oranges. And, it's cool. I love this place.
Very good mix of colors here. Oh, my gosh.
I know, and I love this banner, man.
Yeah, I do.
This banner.
For what it is, this is like for a mixed rogue faction. I'd say this looks fantastic.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The basis of this one is, as we talked about last time, there's the Crusade. And the Crusade sort of split the Jedi Order into two basically pieces. One that wanted to be offensive and one that wanted to sit back and be defensive.
Meditate upon the events of the galaxy. As I like to put it, being a Sith, I can be a tad more objective. As a Sith, I'll say it this way. You've got a bunch of Jedi that found their balls and went to go kick some ass, and then you got another bunch of Jedi that are basically sitting around with their thumbs up their ass.
Something like that. But after Tisira and Shul and Caleb and so on, did what they did and dumped a moon on a planet and so on, well, they weren't really welcome back into Order. And so they went off and created their own Order, which is what we have here. The Rogue Jedi Order, which doesn't mean they aren't Jedi. It just means they're more aggressive Jedi. They're
like the Mace Windows.
Yeah, they aren't afraid to get their hands dirty.
You can't kill him. He has to stand trial. No, he's too dangerous to be left alive. Kill it.
You're under arrest, Chancellor.
Are you threatening me, Master Jedi?
Exactly. And you could say Anakin would go in there too, technically speaking.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Jedi. But then, he just went on to become like an epic-ass Sith Lord. But because remember, whether you're Jedi or a rogue Jedi, it's all good. But you're not really cool until you're a Sith.
This is magnificent.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, that's how it always starts. But then later there's running and screaming.
I'm biased.
This board definitely impresses me. So it looks like, looking at it now, they have, of course, the news and operations section. They have the Errant's Landing. I'm assuming that's named after is that named after Errant's or the Errant Venture?
I don't even know. I think it might be named after Errant's.
Knight Errant.
It's yes.
Okay. Just making sure it's not named after the pirate ship, the Errant Venture.
No. It's that would be more the Brethren Court, I think.
So there's the Errant's Landing, which is where you advertise, where you introduce yourself, where you walk in. There's the Fallen Moon Tavern, which is, well, that's discussion for in-character shenanigans and craziness. You have the Codebreakers Casino, which is for games and pulls and stuff like that. And then, of course, you have the Forest Edge, the Woods, and Rogue's Refuge for in-character training and activities. This is a Jedi faction, so don't assume that you can be like a nice Sith and be in it, or a really nice Jedi and be in it. This is for the aggressive type.
No, this is straight up for Jedi that believe in justice. They believe in getting things done. They believe in ridding the galaxy, of evil and nasty stuff, and they're not above getting their hands dirty to do it.
And for those who think that they can go in here and, do the Force lightning and be everything like a nice Sith, no.
No.
Just no.
Nice Sith need not apply anywhere around here. Sith are not nice. We don't do that. We do insane and we do deadly.
So with the addition of these factions, I believe that brings the total to 8.
I think so.
8 factions. Which means, for those who didn't hear before, there's the Jedi Council, there's the Rogue Jedi Order, there's the Brethren Court, which is pirates, there's the Galactic Underworld, which is the scum of the underworld, there's the Galactic Empire, the Rebel Alliance, and then we have the Sith Council. And 8 has been, what, let's see, we had 8 a year or two ago. We've had more, we've had less. But for right now, there's 8 different choices for people to have on TGC.
Oh, like we covered in the last podcast when there was like 40,000 friggin' factions? I mean, honest, it's a lot of factions. How do you keep up?
If you want these factions to survive, join them. Be active in them. Keep them alive. If they die, they die.
Join us.
I feel like I should say something smart.
New factions open up maybe once every other year. Or sometimes once a year, depending on how activity is.
Yeah, so basically what we're trying to say is that if these things fail, one, it's your fault. Because you didn't want to play. No, I'm just kidding. But if these factions fail, it's not like there's going to be another one coming up, in another couple of months. No, you might have to wait a while. So get up off your butt, or actually sit on your butt in front of that computer and join that faction. Go have some fun, role play, and kick some ass in a galaxy far, far away.
Prepare for glory!
Hey, that's how I look at it, bro.
And, well, I just found another news article which we can actually use quite well here as far as kicking butt in a galaxy far, far away. How about kicking butt in your own high school?
What? Let me see this.
A news story about 2 high school seniors in Westville High School in Massachusetts who decided to perform a mock lightsaber battle in their cafeteria during lunch. I'm getting this from theforce.net. While the students who viewed the battle gave him a standing ovation, school officials were not quite as amused. The school's principal promptly suspended the participating students and informed them that they had lost the privilege to attend graduation.
What a douche.
And then they have the actual news story.
You're serious? Oh my god! Dude, no! Somebody give these people a medal! That's awesome!
And then there's an addendum on the bottom. It says, fellow classmates and supporters from around the world have come to the defense of the 2 students. There's articles linking this. And support looks to have paid off. MassLive.com now reports that the Westfield High School principal, Raymond K. Broderick, has overturned the suspensions, along with the suspensions of a couple of students who spread Vaseline on a number of school doorknobs.
Pause. If you're putting Vaseline on a doorknob, and considering the height of a doorknob, I wonder how large of a gay population they have there.
What?
I'm confused. No. Ew. And it says, and the students will once again be able to attend graduation. All is well that ends well. So it looks like, by looking at some of these news articles, Star Wars fans went absolutely nuts.
Hey, and you know what? This teaches us a very important lesson.
We are powerful.
No. An even more important lesson.
What?
The power to suspend a student is insignificant compared to the power of the Force.
Impressive.
Very wisely said. Very wisely said. And for some reason, lightsaber fighting is comparable to Vaseline on doorknobs.
That scares the shit out of me, and I don't want to go.
I have no idea why they included that in the same article.
Really? Why would you put that in there? Nobody wanted to know about that.
I like it how they have no names except the name of the principal.
Yeah, I know. It's like, all I see is Raymond K. Broderick, Vaseline, and doorknobs. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, it looks like Star Wars fans actually got together again and helped another people. Because, honestly, if people did lightsaber battle in my school, they'd probably get suspended as well. But at the same time, they'd probably also get slapped on the wrist, and that's about it. Because that's pretty epically awesome.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Dude, I'll put a bunch of freaking people having a lightsaber battle during the middle of lunch over a bunch of idiots cosplaying freaking Twilight vampires any day of the week.
Yeah, Star Wars nerds don't sparkle. We actually have power, unlike those of Twilight.
Yeah, we don't sparkle and then, shift into weird stuff and run around trying to bite your neck. No. See, we have this thing called a lightsaber, and what happens is when we press this little igniter switch, this giant blade comes out of it, and we basically slice you into 13 equal pieces.
Stay on target. Stay on target.
Pretty much.
Okay.
All right, kid. Let's blow this thing and get out of here. Dude, F yeah, man. Because remember, it's not really quite a party until you made a Han Solo reference.
And speaking of lightsabers, that's one thing which we actually all thought was pretty darn cool at TGC Con. We all got to go to Disneyland, where they now have their own custom-made lightsaber area where you can all build your own lightsabers.
Riori's friggin' tonfas are friggin' sexy.
I have a double-bladed purple lightsaber.
Oh, man.
That's six in that.
I don't know, man. Double-bladed lightsaber or lime green tonfa lightsabers? I don't know, man. That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
She kicked me in the face, so...
Well, you were wearing your friggin' Roman Centurion helmet. You should have been fine.
Except the helmet doesn't block the face. It blocks the head.
Well, then next time turn, dude.
I'll do that.
What do you want me to say?
Okay, so here's...
Although, dude, to tell you the truth, man, if I had a chick, right, that was as good looking as Riori kicking my ass in the face, I'm going with it, man. Not gonna lie.
I was on a beach in California getting kicked in the face with lightsabers. That's all that matters.
Damn, man, you don't hear that every day.
Okay, here's some other news as far as Star Wars goes. This was actually a week or two ago. I don't remember the actual date right now. But it has to do with Star Tours, which a lot of us got to go on. The new Star Tours, they had an interview with George Lucas on Attack of the Show, which is on G4. And they asked him about the live-action Star Wars show. And for those who don't know, Star Wars live-action show has been in the works for years. Since Episode 3, maybe even before, we have heard about the Star Wars live-action show. We heard about Clone Wars show and stuff in the live-action show. The Clone Wars show is now going to be starting its 4th season in September. It's fantastic. It adds a lot to the canon. But the live-action show is what we've been wanting. It's supposed to take place in 4 and cover minor characters. So probably like Boba Fett, I'm assuming.
Boba Fett.
Characters
Boba
like
Fett.
that. And the goal was, they mentioned 50 to 100 episodes. And we haven't really heard much about it for a while, ever since George Lucas said, well, he said it's not very possible to do right now. But here's what his most recent news is, which honestly isn't very much more than we already know. Here's what George Lucas has said.
Talk to me.
He said, we have 50 hours and are just waiting to figure out a different way of making movies, a different technology we can use to make it feasible to shoot the show. 50 hours of Star Wars, filmed like Star Wars, is too expensive to put on television. It's very expensive. And then he continues, he says, when we do figure this problem out, it'll dramatically affect a lot of movies. Right now, it looks like the Star Wars features. So what happens is they're too expensive to shoot. He's trying to find a way to shoot Star Wars cheaper. And once he does, it'll make a lot of movies cheaper to make as well. So what he's doing his technology thing again.
I know. I was just about to say, dude, first he does it with ILM.
Exactly.
And stop motion with the original Star Wars, and now he's doing it again. This man is...
And he did it with digital filming. He did it with digital filming for the Star Wars prequels.
Oh, dude.
Filmed them all digitally.
All hail George Lucas!
So it looks like he's in the works trying to make things cheaper now. So once he gets that done, we'll have Star Wars on television.
Which is going to be awesome, dude. I don't think you'll be able to pry me off the fucking TV when that shit comes out, honestly.
But this whole 50 hours thing of already having 50 hours written...
That's
cool.
Wow.
Which means, because 50 hours is not one season. 50 hours is what?
No, 50 hours. 50 hours worth. If you cut down an episode to about 45 minutes of actual episode with the fact
that's
that having
almost 3 seasons.
Commercial, yeah, that's like, even if every episode was an hour long, that's like, you could theoretically have like 10 episodes in a season. That's like 5 seasons right there.
I'd say it's probably closer to 3, but at the same time, though, that's a lot to be written already, because we know once Star Wars gets on television, it's not going to be like Firefly. It's not going to be like Stargate Universe. It's not going to be like Dark Age and so on, which are going to be canceled after, a season or 2. It's going to stay because it is Star Wars.
Yes, Star Wars doesn't fuck around.
And Star Wars The Clone Wars is on its 4th season, and it's on at 9 or 10 o'clock at night on a Friday night. And let me tell you, kids don't watch cartoons at 9 or 10 o'clock at night on a Friday night. Those are all adults and teenagers.
No. I watch cartoons at 9 or 10 o'clock at night.
Exactly. And on a Friday night, that's usually death for any show.
Oh, yeah.
Star Wars,
isn't
Star Wars does it in style.
Yeah, but isn't Friday considered like prime time? Like between like 7 and 10?
No, Friday's considered the death toll. It shows that we get moved to Friday die.
Huh.
Because people are out and about on Fridays.
True. Unless, of course, they're into Star Wars.
And this is a Star Wars cartoon, which is the top. This is like the top rated cartoon on Cartoon Network, which is where cartoons are.